Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today, as promised, I'm reviewing the counterpart or one of the other Bitolas in the newest cigar from my father, the My Father La Gran Oferta. This is the Lancero. Now, this is 7.5 by 38. As you can see, it's quite long, quite thin, and will not take very long to burn. There is the density. This is a nice feeling cigar in the hand, though. It's a little bigger, a 38. It's a little bigger than a pencil, but it's quite long and thin. And there is the band, just like the Toro that we reviewed a few weeks ago. And this has the little blue ribbon at the foot. La Gran Oferta translates to the Great Offering. You can read all about it because I've got everything on the blog that you can get the background information. What you need to know about the cigar: Ecuadorian Habano Rosado wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler. The Toro 6x50 received a 90. The reason I'm reviewing this Vitola is that a lot of times Lanceros are quite a bit different from their larger ring counterparts. So let's find out, see if it translates into that today. The new My Father La Gran Oferta Lancero. All right, let's see if we can remove this little band at the foot. Sometimes you can just twist the cigar and it does come right off. Okay, that's good. There's what you're left with. Notice it has a little bit of a sheen to it, a little bit of oiliness. Now notice this little pigtail at the cap. Not much, but a little something there. And we're going to snip off just that little tip. Yep. There we go. That's what we took off. So that's what's left. Very good. The first flavor you get, you're going to notice right away, is a candy-like orange citrus, and it is very nice and sweet, and is the primary flavor. Now, closely behind that, there's a lot of black pepper, leather, and nutmeg, and there's a black coffee base. There is some brown sugar and cinnamon attached to the very tangy, sweet, candy-like orange citrus. The leather is very nice and subtle, but it does make a nice lower level flavor to go along with the black coffee. And the nutmeg is not intrusive at this point in this cigar. It simply is a typical flavor of Nicaraguan tobacco. So it's very nice start. This is much sweeter than the Toro. Everything up front is very sweet, heavy, not heavy. That was the word. Percentage wise, you've got more sweetness here than you do the lower level, darker flavors. I do not know if I'll be able to do thirds on this cigar because it's going to go quickly in between editing, but I'll make a call. If I can do it, I will. So let's just see what happens from this starting point. Well, we're here at the first third, burning nice and evenly. And the cigar continues to be nice and sweet. You've got a nice orange citrus, a lot of cinnamon attached to it. quickly followed by leather, which is a decent amount. It's not a low level, it's a good amount, but the sweet flavors do prevail. Nutmeg, bridging those two, and then black coffee base. Uh, did I mention the brown sugar? There is quite a bit of brown sugar attached to the orange citrus, and the cinnamon. The cigar continues to be very sweet. It actually comes across with strength, about medium to full. The finish is a leathery cream, a leathery sweet cream, and a very nice amount of lingering black pepper. This is a much better tasting cigar than the Toro. For this first third, it is easily a 93, and I am so hopeful that it maintains that, at least maintains that, because I love this start. Leathery cigars are okay as long as they have something to counteract it. This has plenty to counteract it. There's plenty of dark notes, including nutmeg and black coffee, but the sweeter notes are by and large noticeable. The primary flavor is at least a 60-40 split, maybe more of sweet to dark. So you've got nice counterparts of both. Let's see where we go from here. We're finished with the second third, and the biggest change in the cigar is the strength. It's now very full body. The nutmeg has not made as much of an increase as the leather has, but the sweeter notes are still there, counteracting them. The coffee seems to be somewhat elevated too. The pepper is very good in this cigar. I didn't mention it way back at the beginning. I don't know why, but pepper is around an 8. It's very nice and peppery. But the sweet notes are very good. Lots of cinnamon, lots of brown sugar, and the orange citrus now, because of the elevated leather, is getting in more of that. Is it a sweet cedar? Is it an orange citrus? I tend to go with orange citrus, but it's a lot of brown sugar attached to it, so it's very sweet, regardless of whatever that flavor is. The finish is unchanged. It's still a leathery cream, sweet cream, nice lingering black pepper. Second, third score definitely did not increase or drop, so we're sticking with 93. This is a good cigar. It's very tasty. Has some power, has some darker notes, but it's got a lot of sweet notes to counteract it. So very pleased so far as me, but let's see what the final third brings. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Some of the sharp sweetness was lost here in the final third, but it's still sweet. Still have plenty of the other notes. It's sort of mixing well. It's sort of even on all fronts. Very full bodied. Finish is unchanged. Hasn't changed at all from the start. Just a little drop in the sweetness, not much. I'm going to lower the score to 92 only because the sharp sweetness went away somewhat, but not enough to hurt the cigar. Nothing like we've seen in the past with some of my father's cigars, which go away. This has been a good cigar. It's got some great flavors. It's got a lot of lower level flavors, a lot, like nutmeg, leather, that type thing, but plenty of sweetness to counteract those. And it's very full bodied. It's a little powerhouse. It's quite a powerful stick. There are links on the blog to these, and they are available in 5-packs if you want to try them. Final score averages out to 92.67 easily. That rounds up to 93, which I believe the cigar is a 93. It's very good, very enjoyable. So there you have it, the new My Father's La Gran Oferta Lancero 93.